Hi, lovelies. Hey, good morning, everyone. Abigail Klutz here from Olathe, Kansas, and I got my creeper shirt on today because that's what we're going to do in this next half hour. We're going to comfortably creep people. So, hey, Patsy Young, good to see you. Awesome. Oh, Lola, Lola's daughter. I love the hat. Digging it. That's awesome. How many of you have a little extra energy today? Just with kind of the spirit of celebration. All right, so it's important that we get our jobs done. We crush it. There is an amazing sale going on today. So we're going to do I hope you can spend the first 30 minutes here just kind of laying down the foundation. So the rest of the day you can have a solid one. We're going to kind of get that mindset right, that courage up, and really start following up. Last night we had a great COC call, and one of the tips, I'm always so proud of us. I'm so proud of just our group, this organization, because we have paid so much attention to a process that works. And literally, if you've been doing what we've been coaching about, for the last 3-4 months and just getting those 10 days out, when a sale hits, it's all about the follow-up game, guys. And so today I just want you to feel good about, we're going to put some attraction marketing out there. Just before I got started, Sylvia sent me some great content that I want you to grab a piece of paper and a pen. And I like, before I start prospecting and running my DMO and the play that works, I like to get out some type of attraction post. So if last night, I know, we had a coaching call about getting prepared to make a good post today, because how many of you are going to be scrolling through your social media? Yeah, it's a fun day to do that. Everybody's looking at what everyone else is doing. So you want to make a captivating post today. Another thing that I would encourage you to do is, with your tribe, literally set each other up for success. It helps a lot when you go to each other's stuff and like, comment, and share. But today, with the sale going on, let's ask for it. Let's put it out there. Let's tell a story. So, I just went on and made a ridiculous post on my wall, took a picture, and I'm sure I'm going to hear about it from my mom because it's probably way too spooky and not very conservative, but I think it's going to get some attraction. And I just want to acknowledge to everyone who's been watching that there is a sale until midnight tonight. So be deliberate today. Think about the pain point. Think about what is going on today. There is too much sugar going on today, right? Right? So what is the story that you can tell from your Facebook wall? What is the story or testimony you can share with people who have stomped out sugar? I mean, just make it a line today. It's the simplest post ever today. Oh my goodness. Today is a day that I allow my daughter to eat that candy. But guess what? After we're done tonight, it's going in the trash. It truly is. I mean, that may not be your standard, but I'm way more concerned about my daughter's behavior, health, functioning, than to get pulled into just American, I don't know what your Canadian culture, and just let her binge on sugar the entire week because Halloween says so. It's kind of like why I'm packing her school lunches every day, because there is no daggum good option that is not over 100 grams of sugar in that little 5-year-old's lunch. Think about the stories that we could tell from our social media today that will hit every mother and father going through the questions in their mind already about what is my kid going to be putting into their body? What are some tips we could get them? What are some recipes we could get them? Today would be an awesome day to head over to the Facebook page and that post that we just all saw, like, or fat bombs, or, you know, Halloween alternatives. Think about how many private messages you could send out today to people on your, you know, in your pipeline, or that you haven't talked to. Hey, I know you got 3 kids. I know what a crazy time this is and how the sugar coma can keep going throughout the entire week. Wanted to send you this recipe, was just thinking about you. I mean, seriously, I think it's one of the easiest days ever for us to prospect if we use those third-party validations. So how many contacts are you willing to make today? Because the content is so stinking simple. Our company is literally about ketones over glucose. And this is a holiday of sugar. So how many good posts, how many good messages, how much value could you send to people, pointing them to prove it? And not only, I mean, the sale goes until midnight tonight, but think about how strong you can start out tomorrow when everybody has a sugar coma. I mean, this should be like our Prove It's national holiday, and how many people we could contact, and it's legitimate and it aligns and it gives them value. Tomorrow, how many people are going to be going to work hungover, sugar comaed, feeling like crap? And guess what? I've been in the health industry as a nutritionist and trainer for over a decade. It won't stop tonight. So your stories that you're telling should be about how the ketones stop the cravings, how the ketones stop the sugar addiction. Literally, how many of you are drinking it because it curves your sweet tooth? It curves your that's for real. And everyone tonight will be putting in sugar, alcohol, junk in their body. I will. I'm eating the cookies tonight. I am. But tomorrow, it does not end for people there. Tonight will spiral the addiction. And in the next 2 to 3 days, we have the strongest time to engage with people where they're suffering. They don't feel good. They've done it again. They're having trouble getting back on point. Literally, we can help more people the day after Halloween, the day after Thanksgiving, the day after Christmas. You think about these holidays and the food and the comas and the spiraling, I fell off the wagon again. People will be ready to get back on point November 1st. Because they know the holidays are coming. They know the 5 pounds are about to come. So I just want to get your mindset in the right place, that if you don't seize this moment, if you don't seize this opportunity to really go in and touch a ton of people with legitimate content and value, you are wasting your opportunity in this business. Okay, so right now I want you to literally, we are going to take 1 or 2 minutes right now. This is a power hour, guys. And last week, I saw people jumping off. I saw people jumping off the power hour last week. You know what that means? You want to sit on Zooms and you want to be a part of a community, but you don't actually want to do the grunt work. All right, we're doing it together as a group. I have the chat box open, and I want you to start with some sort of a plan on, think about a picture you're gonna take. I'm telling you, every day, I mimic those who I see having successful walls. When I'm like feeling burned out of inspiration and ideas, I head to Katie Rollins' page. I look at what she's posted and I think to myself, how can I make something my own? But I don't reinvent the wheel. I mean, she's got great stuff. I have about 6 people in Prove It. I have on a watch list where I try and take what they're doing, twist it, make it my own, and put it out there. I mean, that's replication. There's a saying about that. But find those people, get inspired, and think about how you can make it your own. So right now, literally for 2 minutes, I want you to think about some sort of attraction post that you can make, or write down your story, okay? Or write down something that you would want to share. And I would love if some of you maybe just write 3 sentences in the chat box right here, and we can share ideas, okay? Because more than likely, we are not sharing the same network, okay? So we can come together on this little huddle, and we can literally share different things that we could post that grab people's attention. All right. So, hey, baby girl, so I would, think about kids. Does anybody have something that they want to post in the chat box, an idea that they have about, all right, Brian James. And this morning I posted a picture of myself giving my kid, oh, that's the finger. What? All right, it stops my little Debbie snack cake store runs. Awesome. A great engagement post is, let me see your Halloween costume pic. Hashtag freedom from sugar. I think that is an amazing hashtag we could all use today. Raise your hand if you're in agreement. We could all hashtag freedom from sugar. I love it. That's our action item, okay? Hashtag freedom from sugar, because how many people, and tonight, tomorrow, the next day, will feel enslaved to the addictions that they started from one night off the wagon. Last year, let's see, who in my friends is a huge candy bowl and says, I'll be following these treats up with ketones. Beautiful. Are you guys getting some ideas? Write some things down, take some ideas, and then twist it, make it your own, okay? I'm going to share with you. Okay. I'm going to share with you some, a list of some things that Sylvia shared with me this morning. Prospecting, starting out your day with quality content that you're proud of. I don't know if I'm proud of my demon face, but I'm proud. I think it's going to stop a lot of people and be not attractive, but attraction. Number 2, engage for 10 minutes before posting. Okay. Attract people with your content. So today, literally, let's build some rapport. It's a great day to build rapport. So we took about 1 to 2 minutes. We're looking at people's testimonies. Here's where you'll start, okay, is you'll post. All right. Now let's talk about engagement with some cold leads right now. Okay. Let's get in our Facebooks, and literally I'm going to do one right now. I'm going to do 5 right now. What I am going to do is go to the Prove It Facebook page. I just think this is a great idea. And I'm going to send that zombie brain dip out to 5 people. And I'm going to write a personal note with it that says, hey, was thinking about you today. Thought this would be fun, for you and your kids. So literally it's 11:14. I want you to go serve up 5 people with valuable content. Okay. What's something else? There's another post with the keto cream on there, powered by keto cream. You could start something. Here's another Facebook idea. I am absolutely starting my day with my keto cream fast so that I can have a little wiggle room tonight. I mean, how many people will see that and be like, oh, that's how they do it. They fast so they can have some more wiggle room, right? So literally take 3 minutes and go serve some people, maybe on your hot list or your prospect list, or people who've seen the campfire video. Send them a recipe. Start with giving them value. Okay, I'm going to do it. write in the chats. Hungover. I'm just going to read these as you're doing that. This is bold, but is this your kid when it comes to sugar? When you replace sugar with ketos? That's great, Brett Coffee. Brett Coffee. Did you hit your reset, MVP reset? I'm waiting on it. Hungover. I made it through. Yep, Brian James, crushing the power half hour, income generating activity. Why would we do anything else? I'm a mom. I got to get up and do a Halloween party later. I don't need to lead calls this morning that are managing or doing tedious little detail things. We all just need to crush this sale and go have fun. I got to send mine. Has anybody sent that recipe out and got any replies? Don't send and drive, Katie Rollins. Oh, the girl I was just about to send it to texted me while I was on here asking me how to order. Income generating activity. She's on day 7 and she was on my follow-up list today. There you go. Thought your kiddos would like this today. I'll get back with you in 20 to help get your order in. Booyah. All right. Number 2. All right. Here's another woman on her 10-day experience with me. I just sent that. Isn't it wonderful when you have people on 10 days? Is it not the most easy follow-up with them? Get people in that 10-day pipeline, guys. When sales hit, it's amazing. No reply yet? That's okay. Sent 10 people the zombie recipe. Awesome, Stephanie Arnold. It's great. Okay. So here's just some little tips too on your posting today. What is the TGA zombie recipe? What is the TGA? TGA. I had to ask somebody what BRB meant the other day. It meant be right back. Duh. I meant not the, okay. We're hashtagging freedom from sugar, and been thinking about you today. I saw this recipe today and thought you might like it since it's Halloween and it's always hard to avoid the sweetums. Lol. I love it. Awesome. I mean, literally just freaking take an hour and smash these. How easy. How easy. Here's some little tips. I'm just going to read them to you while you're working. Share milestones. Use social media engagement posts. Tell your story, past, present, and future. How many people have wanted to go live for a long time and have not done it? Raise your hand. Stop it. Just do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit it. you know what else you can do? How many of you want to go live, but you're just scared to death? Really? Listen, here's a little thing you can do, all right? Take the content that you want to say and put it on a tiny little Post-it note, okay? And then you can cover up on your phone, put that right there. Guess what that covers up? Your social anxiety. You can't see all the people jumping on. You can really just disconnect and, I mean, forget about them. But you have to realize you got to love yourself. So when you're talking into that right there, I want you to think about how much you love yourself, because you're talking to yourself. You're not talking to everybody out there. So cover them up. And the comments and seeing people come off, or seeing people, I mean, come on and then go off, that won't distract you. That won't freak you out. I'm not going to lie. I've had a very rough emotional week. And when I have a hard emotional week, the last thing I want to do is go live. It's just like, I don't want to put myself out there. I don't want to do it. I just want to just go like this. But I'm going to go live today because it's a high social media day. And I am going to use these little stickers. So it's just me, myself, and I. And I'm just going to get my job done today. You know, this business is about consistency. It's about showing up when you feel great. And it's about showing up when you don't feel good. And that is who wins the race in this business. It's those who can literally shift their energy into a place that they need to be for 7 minutes to go live and give out those good vibes, right? So put in here, get it out there, create the attraction, create the energy, and then you run that play that works on the back end. So, I mean, today is just so simple to me because there's so much value we give. You could just create a whole new pipeline today, tomorrow, and the next day, sending value about Prove It and sugar and ketones. It's just an incredible opportunity. Okay, let's see. What kind of questions? This girl won't wait for me to put her order in. Okay, what kind of questions? All right, Jocelyn just signed in a promoter. Whoop, whoop. Awesome. That's right, guys. Resistance is your power. Step through. What do you want to do today? Do you want to just make a big old mess today that you can play with throughout the entire week of November, heading into the holidays and getting some extra cash money for presents? Yeah, then what are you willing to do today? Like, what are you willing to do today? The content is there today. The language is there today. People's pain points are high this week. What are you willing to do to take advantage? What kind of questions do we have? Any questions on, that's right, whatever it takes. So building rapport. Let's talk about this, like just the people who you are wanting. Maybe like I have a dream team every month, and I have them in a notebook and I write their names down. It's like on little notepads, and there's about 12 of them right now I want as promoters, and then I have about 10 customers who are kind of influencers, and I'm not real sure about promoters. But every single day I go like and comment on their pages. because I'm turning those algorithms back to me. So if you're doing that, if you are creeping on people, that's why I am a professional creeper, truly am. If you are creeping on if you are intentional about who you want, you are liking and commenting on their stuff. It's dating. It's a slow play. How many of you are going straight into the kill saying, hey, what do you know about ketones and ketosis? Good luck with that. Like, that would be really frustrating. Like, if you do consistent activity every day, you have options. And that energy you manifest through your messenger doesn't seem desperate. How many of you women have felt men desperate? or you know, like you've seen it in movies. The minute you sense desperation or needy, it's like we're running through the hills. Same with women. Like, just spend a couple days or a week literally liking and commenting on their page, engaging, build a little rapport, give a little value, then get into the play that works. People flip out on sales when they haven't been doing consistent activity every day and don't have a pipeline filled to go in and follow up. Friendship first, volume second. Pow. I love it. Love it. Consistency. Put people in your pipeline. It doesn't mean that they have to watch the campfire video every day, but you're going to work them into that play that works at some point. And if you got enough people you're talking with every day, starting up those conversations, then it's not being forced. Any questions? Send out a bunch. A thank you, a recipe, or a tip is something I've started sending out to build rapport with cold market. It's been working. Kind giving takes the pressure off. I don't know how some of you sneak by. Get unmuted. Dana Travis, did you have a question, or you just like raising your hand? Asking the whoop, just sent 10 follow-ups and 3 people are ordering now. That is a half hour power hour. I don't know what half hour, I don't know how we call it that. Half hour power half hour. Awesome. What else? Anybody else getting stuff? It's Nick. Excited to meet you. Hear you're killing the Quebec market. Excited to see you in Dallas. Okay. I'm coming. Trying to find your face. There you are. I love the power of control though right now. All right. You're off.
Beautiful. Can you hear me okay?
Mm-hmm.
Amazing job, by the way. I just want to clarify real quick, just to help everyone understand, there are layers to prospecting, and this is something that I want to bring to the forefront because it really comes down to you and what you're comfortable with, because if you're not comfortable, the person that you're talking to, that's going to transmute to that person. So I want to just swing you back real quick. For instance, like Abigail and myself, how we got started. So just understand that we didn't even, like the play that works didn't necessarily exist. So when we started this conversation, we were starting at 1,000,000% by everything that Abigail's talking about. We added value. It was like, and we were looking up articles or things that we could do to add value to people. So it was value add, value add, value add. And then it was the ketone conversation. Now the conversation was slightly different when we first started, but here's one thing I want to just recommend to everyone. Okay. This is kind of where I get a 50-50 split on feedback from a lot of people. And that is this: it's whatever is authentic for you. And for some people, and I get this a lot, they're like, listen, I just don't feel right only building rapport with somebody in order to just ask them the question, what do you know about ketones and ketosis? That's you. Some people understand that many of you in your A and your B list, you've probably spent the time even before Prove It building rapport in some way, shape, or form. Now, we should always really try to define for you an A list, a B list, and a C list. Your A list is people that most likely before you even started Improve It, you guys were going out and getting drinks together. You were going out and doing, you were doing things in life together. There really didn't need to be any rapport built there because you already had it. Your B list, that's people that know of you, you know of them. But the key is really simply this. Abigail, she can jump on and ask people in her A and B list, what do they know about ketones and ketosis, for two reasons. Number one, she's incredibly consistent in her outbound, meaning out in her network, in her community. When you start moving into C list or B list that you have not really spoken too much, I 1,000,000% agree that you need to warm that back up. So I just want to clarify that, because for some people, they get that feeling like, I feel like I'm just asking this person about their life and their kids for the whole reason of just to ask them what do they know about ketones and ketosis. If you feel that way, then just say, hey man, I'm just going to come straight out with it and just be real, just be authentic with your message, and don't get hung up in the details, because I find that some people, it's like you're almost forcing the rapport. Rapport needs to come naturally, or in my opinion, not really at all. Meaning, like, just go for it and be real and be authentic about it, because that's where I see the 50-50 split on prospecting. Abigail, is that making some sense? I just wanted to clarify that, because some people are like, and I get this pretty frequently, they're like, dude, they feel paralyzed because they feel like they're going out, drumming up a bunch of conversations they would have not done otherwise, just to ask the question. So remember, identify with who is this person? How well do I know them? Are they A-list, meaning super warm, B-list, slightly they know of you, you know of them, and then C-list, which is everyone else out there on the planet. But just be real, just come across real, because what I don't want y'all to do is build rapport for 3 months, and then by the time you get around to asking the question, they're part of somebody else's organization or they're already using ketones. Just so you know, that happened with me. You have to determine how slow or how fast or how good of a relationship you potentially have with that person. So just wanted to throw that out there, Abigail, just to bring maybe a little bit more clarity, and you can always bring that home if you want.
No, I love it. And I'll just, I'm starting a lot of these conversations with cold people, and I'm not diving too much into personal stuff. I'm looking at what I see on their page, because if you're talking about things that people are posting, well, they're posting it because they're sharing it with you. So here's just a random one, okay? Just noticed her amazing makeup job. She was one of those makeup artists, unique girls who does it. Like, guys, I love those girls because they show up, they put themselves on my video. It's something that I've got to do more of. I appreciate the bravery and the authenticity, and I'm genuine about that. I really am. It's attraction marketing, and I don't care who you are. If you're doing it, then you're putting yourself out there, and that's an easy thing for me to say something about, because I genuinely feel like telling you, hey, great job. I don't care if you're in my company or not. Ketones are for everyone. So, literally, I'm just like, hey, I put hearts on her picture in the messenger, because a lot of those people are posting it in the messenger. So it is more private. And I just put a hearts, and she said, thank you. I said, beautiful. What do you do? I obviously know what she does, but I'm just opening it with something that she's obviously wanting to talk about. Thank you. I sell unique. You girls are bad A. Do you do you always do the live videos? And she said, yes, ma'am. And I said, most of the girls I see on my feeds are super talented. I love watching lives. She said, it's a practice. You should see some of my earlier videos. I said, I've done that I've thought about doing one, but I don't sell makeup nor know anything about it. So it would be hysterical. I just don't want you to think I'm mocking you. I said, there's a lot of cool things you can do with Halloween right now, right? And I'm like, I'm having fun. I'm just talking to someone about something that I think that's cool. And she said, I would watch it. I did a sugar skull a few weeks ago. I said, that's awesome. I'll check it out. She said, I'll tag you if you like. Literally, she tagged me in her video. I commented on it. Think about all the other people who had commented on it. I commented on it. And I know this morning I said, happy Halloween, so-and-so. And she said, you as well. And she called me by my first name. Now, this conversation started a week ago, and this is someone that I just touch in now with, and we're calling each other by our names. And literally, she just said, you as well, Abigail. And I'm going to go in and say, hey, check out this recipe. I think your kiddos would love it. Hope you're crushing your makeup sales. Like, seriously, why not? Why not? She's an entrepreneur. I'm not going to talk to her about my business. I'll talk to her about her children and high fat, and we'll get into the play that works comfortably, but I don't have to force it. I'm enjoying her. It is authentic to me. And at some point, I will get onto the play that works, but it's going to feel natural and good to me. And I'm not rushed because I got 50 other conversations like that going on right now, because each day I do about 5 to 10 depending on the day. Think about a pipeline you build if you're just consistent. So it is genuine. It's not fake. It's not salesy. You just have to be consistent and have a good follow-up process.
Hey, Abigail, quick question for you. 2 quick questions before you wrap this up. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Number 1, if you still have an existing A and B list that you haven't yet attacked before moving to C, number 1, would you recommend people not avoid their A and B? That's question number 1. Question number 2, if you are going to C, what are your top 3 things you look for to relate to somebody right out of the gate? Like, you kind of hinted towards it a little bit, but what are 3 things, like maybe geographical location, their background, what they do? Like, what are your 3 things that you like, just putting it in your terms, creep on? What are the 3 things that you creep on to really create, I love it, that you create that connection with?
I think the number 1 thing I'm looking at, if I'm cold marketing, I'm not just picking anyone. The number 1 thing I'm looking at is influence. When they post, how many likes and comments are they getting? Number 2 is probably just their attraction. We're not talking about physical looks. We're talking about a high vibe, an energy. They're excited about life. They're trying to share and add their own value. If there's somebody who's trying to add value off their Facebook page, do you know how freaking fired up they would be even as a customer if that's their personality, like to share what they're excited about? And I think, I mean, those 2 things right there. And then Brian, I have to tell you, I just love, that's my number 1 go-to is cold marketing, that people excite me when I'm scrolling through. I love starting conversations and getting them in the pipeline. But I think it's really about the pain point or the identification that you have with your A or B list, if that makes sense. Like, if you are scrolling and consistently doing your DMO of liking, commenting, and sharing on the Facebook page, and you have 3 of your friends or family members pop into your mind and you have not approached them, because I think that's the hardest to approach, then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 that, and let that third-party resource be your speaking. And so I don't know if that answers your question, Brian, but I think you got to dip into all, and you got to do it with genuine passion and inspired action.
Yeah, I didn't even think about looking to see how they react to other things and how social they really are about. Like, that's a huge tip. That's awesome.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, y'all, it is 11:40. I want to give you just what I think would be amazing if you're willing is after this is over, I would challenge you to make that attraction media post. I would challenge you to set a higher goal than you usually set for the next 4 days. Why? Because the pain points will never be higher than they are right now with people coming off sugar like we talked about. Set higher outbound messaging and stay committed. And then hashtag freedom from sugar on all your posts today. And the last thing that I would really challenge you to do if you want to take this to the next level is grab a tribe of 3 or 4 in your team. People who are passionate, people who pick your energy up, who are inspired to take action with you, and get on a Zoom. Spend another 30 minutes with people on a Zoom where you are sitting there together, because you know what? If you set a timer and say, okay, 4 teammates, we are going to do this together and hold each other accountable and stay on this for 30 minutes. And we will share our booyah moments together. But that accountability is everybody needs. Like, capitalize on this time. Get your tribe in place. Get your accountability systems in place. It's a busy day. Hey, at 2 to 2:30, we're going to drop everything we're doing, and we are going to do this together. All 3 of us are going to get on and do it together. All right? Take that inspired action and move forward as a team in the next 4 days, and get on those private huddles and have these half-hour power hours where you know you're all working together and you can bounce ideas and conversations off each other. Because did it help reading what other people are saying in the chat today? Totally. Awesome. Okay, well, enjoy your ketones, your intra-fast, and a little bit of sugar tonight if you're like me. And then we'll all get up intermittent fasting with our coffee keto cream tomorrow, and we'll break it at 1, or you can be more powerful and go all day. I don't like that. Or we can eat some eggs and bacon at 1. But let's get some work done and enjoy the night and capitalize on the situation here as proven good. Have a good one.
Thanks, Abigail.
Thanks, Abigail.
Thank you.